In a world where our dreams sometimes seem so far away, Digicel is the partner that brings us all together. Stay connected this summer at home or on the go with Digicel Plus Home Fiber or a Prime Broadband plan. Enjoy premium access to the action anywhere you're there. One side, one Digicel, one Jamaica. Digicel, better connected.
Drop there from Romain Beckford. He goes over, and that moves him up to third in Group B of qualifying. And based on my checks, appears to be in 8th overall when you compare both Groups A and B. How does one become a commentator slash announcer? When I was younger, I used to watch these different things, football, hear the commentators, track and field at the Olympics, heard the commentators, and I wanted to sound like them. I even tried to imitate some of them as well. And for just mundane things in my day-to-day life, I'll be cleaning at home, washing dishes, and just turn it into a commentary type of thing to kind of entertain myself, for want of a better term. And that grew, and by the time I got to high school and later university, started doing more public roles, doing MC jobs at the university, for example, when we had sports days, or football or track and field competitions, and the rest became history. When I got back to Jamaica, was introduced to announcing at track meets, and you can say that is where I started. Did I see myself getting to this stage? To be honest, yes, but not so soon. Because I knew I was very young in the game, and even when you look at the Jamaican landscape, I am not even the oldest in the business. I'm not a veteran. There are others who have been before me, who have been in the game for a while. So I thought that my time, it would come eventually, but not at such a young age. But I'm thankful that, I've gotten the opportunity to be here. So back in 2018, then IAAF, now World Athletics, they had a competition for a new voice, a new announcer. They wanted to get more young blood and a more diverse announcing cast. So that year they had the Youth Olympic Games in Argentina, and they had this competition to get a new voice that would have started at that competition. Entered my piece, I did a voiceover on Felix Sanchez's 400-meter hurdles Olympic gold. I think it was a 2012 win. And long and short of it, I won that competition, so I became the announcer for the Youth Olympic Games, the English voice for the Youth Olympic Games in 2018. Following on from that, based on the performance in Argentina, I got the nod to be the English announcer for the World Under-20s, which was in Nairobi, Kenya, 2021, as well as the World Championships in Eugene, 2022. Having done those two events, again based on the performance, they thought it fit that I should be the announcer, the English voice, one of the English voices for the Paris Games, and yeah, that's it in short. So it's pretty much based on performance, all stemming from winning a competition back in 2018. I knew for a while that I was going to be in Paris, kept it close to my chest. That's just who I am, to be honest. I'm not the type to flaunt certain things, and to be honest, if persons didn't see me here, they wouldn't. But that's just how I am personally. I'm not the type to be all out, all over, and blowing my own trumpet, for want of a better word. Not saying that person shouldn't be happy and shout for joy that this is an opportunity. It's just not my personality. Paris has been good. I've not been able to get out beyond this area because we stay, the World Athletics delegates, we stay close by to the stadium. But because I'm pretty much involved every session, I've not been able to see Paris. I'm hoping I get to do that before I leave. The people in general have been very good, which is strange because coming here, the research that I would have done would have suggested that Parisians are not necessarily the nicest people. I think my experience so far has proven that theory wrong. Very, very helpful. The vibes is good in terms of the camaraderie of the team that we have here. That's been good as well. Preparation, especially at championships like these that are session based, you prepare per session. So you have your general body of work that you do prior to coming to the games, and then when you get here, each session you look at what is on the timetable, you look at what you need to fine tune based on the general body of work or research that you would have put together. And then for me, I like paper. I'm a techie by nature. I love technology, but when it comes on to announcing, I prefer to have physical paper in my hand. So transcribing my work from the computer to paper is another part of the whole preparation session. There have been many. Let me think about it. I think the biggest one that I can remember off the top of my head now would be Mondo Duplantis getting the world record 2 nights ago here, 6 meters and 25. I'm happy that I was on the call. It's the second time that I've seen him get the world record in the event live, but the first time that I got to comment on it. I've had commentary locally in Jamaica. I've done a few races with Usain Bolt, several with Shelley and Fraser Price. There are so many, and I think there's not necessarily that one that really exists. There are just too many that fall in that category, I think, for me at the moment. Well, it has been very great, to be honest. We have a wonderful team. You hear pretty much 5 voices, 3 from the French side, 2 from the English side. We have 1 English announcer per session. So like this morning session, for example, I was the in-stadium, in-vision host for the pre-show, which is pretty much an MC. And then for the evening session, I'll be the English voice. Chris Temple, who's from Great Britain, he was the English voice this morning. And as I mentioned, we have 3 French voices who are part of the team. But behind that, we have a magnificent team of event presentation personnel, both from the local body, local organizing committee, as well as from World Athletics, who help to put what you hear and see together. From some of the displays on the video boards, to introduction of athletes, medal ceremonies or victory ceremonies. That's just the whole team. So to be a part of that, it is a magnificent honor. It's a magnificent achievement. What does that mean for me? Certainly I don't know everything. I've never pretended as if I know everything. Still learning, especially where announcing at international meets is concerned. The aim for me here is to continue to grow, to get more international meets, not to just stop at Paris 2024, because most persons see the Olympics as a big deal, which it is, and it is the top, one would think, for track and field where any participation is concerned, whether you're an athlete on the track or an announcer or a general official. But I think for me, I would like to get another gig in LA 2028. Of course, that is some way away, even though it's soon. But I definitely love to kick on from there and get another opportunity. Also at other world events, don't want to be limited to just stopping in Paris. Want to have more opportunities. And as I said, I'm still growing, still improving, still learning. So professional-wise in this space, I think that I would like to consider myself as one of the best out there. And I think for someone coming from Jamaica, to let persons in Jamaica, persons who are doing announcing, to not think that they can't reach this height. I have shown that it can be achieved. The world loves Jamaicans, and I think it's an opportunity for us, whether in announcing or any other sphere of the sport or any other sport, that we can reach these heights and attain global prominence in this sport. So it shouldn't be beyond us. It shouldn't be beyond us. It is something that is definitely achievable.